Thrilled to be able to bring these artists to celebrate Muslim American artists here in our communities, here in our country. It's been a joy to have Brother Ali in town all week, working with the students at Southern High School, working with students from Duke University, having conversations at the Pinhook, visiting Black Space. He's been all over. Let's give it up for Brother Ali.
Bismillah. Put pen to paper the first time when I was barely 8 or maybe 9. That was the late 80s Reagan time. Put in the freshest tape, rewinds. Wait, let me take my time. The entire landscape of that blank page was mine. Created space to climb inside, escape the crazy times. Reshape the climate, break it down. That was my frame of mind. Thank the divine, great designing this as my sacred shrine. I made myself a place to shine. Wait, let me spray this rhyme. When I was 13, I met KRS. He put me on that stage, suggested I read up on Malcolm X. Y'all know the rest. So much pushing down.
Well, I heard Malcolm through hip-hop music. He was sampled in hip-hop music, and they talked a lot about him. You know, Public Enemy and KRS-One. I heard those were my favorites. When I was 13, I went to a KRS-One lecture at the University of Michigan State University, and I asked a question, and he brought me on stage. And he had a book called Stop the Violence, and he signed the book. And he told me I should read the autobiography of Malcolm X. When I got to the end of the autobiography, and Malcolm said that he saw these people in Mecca that would be called white in America, but they didn't call themselves white. Or if they did, it was just a descriptive term. It wasn't an identity point for them. He said if the people in America that have been taught to call themselves white would study Islam, it would reconnect them with the human family again. Like there is a way to reconnect to the human family. And so I said, okay, I'm a Muslim. And I had no idea what that meant or how to do it or, you know. Yeah. But so many, most of the white Muslims I know are through Malcolm.
I am somebody.
You know, Islam is the unofficial religion of hip hop. There really is not hip hop without Islam. Particularly Black Islam. Hip hop, the Black experience, and Black Islam are absolutely connected. Hip hop is the voice of Black Islam, and Black Islam is the spiritual code of hip hop, whether you're a Muslim or not. There's like a song that came out like a year or so ago, Ride with the Mob, Alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Jay-Z wearing the 5%er chain, and you know, even he just had a verse on Meek Mill's album where he's talking about Yaqub's history and all this kind of stuff. There's nothing out of place about that. Whereas like Chance the Rapper, who's very clearly Christian, you know what I'm saying? They would say, well, this is a gospel rap kind of thing, or he's a Christian rapper. You know, if Nicki Minaj says Inshallah, they'd be like, is Nicki Minaj a Muslim rapper? It's just understood that that is the spiritual language of hip hop. And even from when it was first incorporated in the Zulu Nation, you know, and one of the strong Zulu Nation chapters is here because of Ninth Wonder and Rhapsody, you know, the Black Jedi Zulus.
So I was in the studio last night till 7 in the morning this morning.
Welcome to the United States, land of the free, home of the slave, the Grand Imperial Guard. The dollar is sacred and proud. Let's swing it hard now. Smoke and mirrors, stripes and stars.
Brother Ali, sir. So let's start with this. Who knew that some of the hardest shit in hip hop was coming out of Minneapolis? How did that happen?
Yo, listen. I would say it's mostly because of, Prince obviously has a big impact on it. Because obviously when anybody does something new, it gives permission for other people to dream about that in a way that it's not only a daydream, but that it's really a possibility. How many fat albino Muslim rappers are they've been able to sell? You know what I mean? And so, you know, we made music that actually spoke to something that was missing in the genre at that time.
Right. And, you know, the music industry can be a very weird place, right? Especially if you're not, like you said, you're from Minnesota, I'm from North Carolina. The industry at large doesn't live there. We might have people that live in our states that did music, but it's not like a New York or Los Angeles or Atlanta. So we're raised a little bit differently than people that were raised around stardom all the time. Right?
Lately I feel like a stranger. Maybe I ain't from here. World's going crazy. How could that be unclear? Know that I'm a soldier. Your heart is my battleground. Sword been in a holster. I had to come back around. I ain't trying to hide away. I just had to meditate.
So Own Light is basically like it's kind of the anthem for that album. And that album is really thinking about the reality of the heart. People have an emotional connection to the things they believe in. Especially the older you get, the more connected your ego gets to the things you think are true. But the reality of beauty is that beauty speaks directly to the heart. And beauty communicates truth. And beauty, I believe, is the outward manifestation of truth.
Good Lord made me what I am. I play the hand I'm dealt. Says sometimes the hardest thing to be in this world is just yourself. Check this out. Best believe the Quran influenced all of my songs. Fans trying to tattoo them all on their arms. Wanna travel, be there every time I perform. Look at me in my eye and tell me how's that haram? And who would have thought? Just giving you the truth from my heart. The ugly and the beautiful part. We're giving food for thought and let them chew that apart. And if they'd all crowd around me and my movement would start. And how you gonna hate me for being what God made me? It's not a game and I ain't saying that playfully. They relate to the joy and the pain in me. Seeing me make it be, watching a slave get free. Holla like Bilal in the tower. Hayya Allah's the power. Give a voice to the dream and let it be seen. I admit it's obscene, but Dean recognized Dean. It isn't pristine when I spit at 16. Clean words don't describe it that I seen, but laying in that alley though, I whisper the shahada. Bullets fly by from the drive-by, so Imam Muhammad used to pound on the podium. Pop master paper, work it out on the linoleum. Chappelle bust funnies, most deaf bust rhymes. Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time.
There's this weird conversation that that's happening right now that I don't think is very productive, where, you know, allies of Muslims, people that want to be down with us, and also some Muslims that don't know our religion very well, are really promoting this idea that the most strict, authentic, fundamental way of practicing Islam means that you know, that you can't sing and you can't dance and that you're this joyless, creature, and that the moderate Muslims, the Muslims who don't take their religion very seriously, those are the ones that would produce art. Those are the ones that you want to have as a good neighbor. Those are the ones that are the best members of a Western democratic society. And I really just vehemently reject that idea. There's no nuance in that, and neither one of those, the people that are kind of pushing this idea, are people that have really had an opportunity to really learn what this tradition is about. You know, that this tradition is about virtue, but the virtues that Islam promotes, at one time there were virtues for every group of people. Now we're losing some of them. But I mean, truthfulness and honesty and dignity and respect and compassion and tenderness and generosity and mercy and love and courage, and these are all at the heart of the Islamic tradition.
Do you feel good here tonight? Say, yes, I do. Did you come here to party tonight? Say, yes, I did. Do you love the person you came here with tonight? Say, yes, I do. Need somebody in your house say, love. Me, I say, love. Using our hearts for what hearts are for. They've been trying to shut us down our whole life. Put your hand in the sky. I thank God for healing. And you ain't gotta get us lit. We got our